Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, Dale and everyone else, to the Huerfano County Board of County Commissioner meeting for April 16th. First item for consideration is the approval. Approval of the agenda.
Commissioners, I have no change to agenda tonight.
Motion to approve the agenda?
Second that.
I have a motion, a second, discussion. Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Spruill.
Yes.
Commissioner Greta.
Yes.
Jim Lucia.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Consent agenda, Mr. Young.
Well, for that, there's a pink sheet for Lori Terry, a pink sheet for Taylor Wheeler, a green sheet for Vias De La Torre, and a green sheet for Jessica Espinoza.
A motion to accept consent agenda.
And second for the purpose of discussion.
I have a motion, a second, discussion.
I have different names of my.
I do too. I have a Hannah Welsh
Yeah.
as the fourth name.
Are you looking at the one that I sent you last night or was it you on Friday?
The old one. Because you did the one that changes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, for the one that I sent that morning. Okay, yeah, so that is bad.
Everybody had. What you said.
One after we get record up.
So is that just a typo or?
We held that one back until we got it accepted.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Andretta,
Yes.
Commissioner Wood, Jim Lucia.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Didn't sound like sport leader, sorry. Okay. I was like, who are you? I was waiting for somebody else to say something. Like, who was that?
Action items?
All right, first half of your proclamation number 24-01 for National Public Safety Type Communicators Week, April 14th to the 20th, 2024.
I would make a motion to approve 24-01 for the National Public Ballot Communication Week proclamation to represent dispatch.
Second that.
I have a motion and a second. Discussion. These guys are under-recognized, so this is a good move.
Absolutely.
Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Spruill,
Yes.
Commissioner Andretta,
Yes.
Jim Lucia.
Yes.
Motion passes. Commissioner, next I have for you a cost proposal from Mountain Masonry. This is for railings at the front of the courthouse. I thought that we had already approved this work, but I did go back and double check. We have not. So the total amount is $14,760. Design for the railings is included in the packet. And I did ask our building folks to look and confirm and that porch is high enough where we should have our railing.
And the funds are already allocated.
Yeah, so the funds are included with the masonry project. We came in under budget on that entire project for the bidding and stuff, and this part is included in that cost that was allocated for this year. So we should be good on that. I can double check that if you want me to.
Make a motion to for the mountain masonry cost proposal for $14,760.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Discussion. So what I'm looking at in this shop drawing is they will be mounted into the stone on the bottom, but I don't see any kind of attachment to the columns. Is there a reason for that? You know?
From my remembrance, it's just aesthetic. So they're mounted down into that, I'm not sure if it's going to the brick or to the stone, but into that. And then, I think this to be strong enough, but he wants to add the attachment to the columns we can.
But it's probably a history requirement too, isn't it?
Could be. That's the only thing I'm wondering is if the historical society won't let them
Yeah,
attach it to the columns.
I can check. From what I remember, because we did discuss this a long time ago, I remember something about a person that we just restored the columns. We wanted to put holes in them.
Right.
But I don't remember his column said that we couldn't enough.
Okay.
makes sense.
Great. A motion a second, call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Andretta,
Yes.
Commissioner Spoyer,
Yes.
Chairman Bush,
Yes.
motion passes. Commissioners, the next two action items are letter of support that, because of deadlines, we turned around relatively quickly. I just want to present both to you for you to ratify them. The first is for St. Isabel Electric. They asked me for this last Thursday, and they needed it first thing on Friday morning. So I went ahead and signed it and submitted it. It's for a Grid Resilience Innovation Partnerships grant. The county is committed to $0.00. But I figured that this was something that would benefit the county as a whole, having St. Isabel improve their grid resilience. So I went ahead and submit this.
A motion to accept the San Isabel Electric letter of support and the Huerfano Community Corporation letter of support.
Second.
Have a motion, excuse me, motion and a second. Any other discussion? Call for the vote, please. You got that okay? Just ratifying the signatures?
Yes.
Thank you.
Commissioner Andretta,
Yes.
Commissioner Spoyer,
Yes.
Chairman Bush,
Yes.
motion passes. Commissioners, last but not least, I have your request from the Huerfano County Sheriff to allow for deputies to be paid overtime for the period beginning April 7th, 2024 and ending May 18th, 2024.
I'll make a motion for the purpose of discussion.
Second that.
I have a motion and a second discussion.
Thinking, Johnny.
Pardon?
What are you thinking?
I'd like to see a number, not to exceed number on this, frankly.
Do we know what that would be, or
No,
would we have to send it to them and ask them?
So I know that they're down 2 officers. So over 3 pay period, that is probably, that's probably, it's at least, 240 hours or about 480 hours. I'm not sure who would take up the time. That's the biggest part about calculating how much that would be. 480
for both?
Yeah, so I'm counting
Total.
2 positions, being down 2 positions is being 480 hours, because their standard is 80 hours, 2 weeks. They usually work more than that though, so we might want to call it 500 to be on the safe side. We did last week. We did last week on correspondence.
well, let me just ask this question. Could we authorize for approval of this up to $10,000? And say if they exceed that, and would that $10,000 be equivalent to what we're losing in the employees that are not here? What do you think?
Well, it'd be really close because they currently have not filled a couple positions, but they will fill them. The reason why this ends in the middle of May is because they expect to have those positions filled by then. So it'll be close.
At 10,000.
Just in my head, yes. I'm looking at Kim to see if she thinks similarly, that that's probably the right
But
ballpark.
our new on-call policy, I think that's
Right.
about right.
So
Let's say,
would you consider adding that cap to your motion?
It's not to exceed $10,000.
Second that, agree with that.
I have a motion and a second to approve the overtime request for sheriff's department not to exceed $10,000. Any other discussion? Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff,
Yes.
Chairman Lucia,
Yes.
motion passes. That's in the next items.
Do we have a need for the executive session?
No, we don't.
Okay, we have upcoming meetings at 10:15, 11, 1, 2, and 3. And for the record, the next Board of County Commissioners meeting will not be until May 7th.
That's a special meeting. I've made that mistake several times in the last week or so.
We don't think so.
Accept a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? We are adjourned.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
11 minutes, not bad.
That's pretty darn
You
good.
could have done that.
Somebody told me it was on the 14th.